right, here we go. Hello. Welcome to chair yoga. Let's get started here. Go ahead. You'll see I've got just a regular old folding chair that I'm working with today, so you don't really need anything fancy. We always start my classes with chanting 3 ohms, so we'll begin there today, and you're more than welcome to join in or just listen to the sound that's created. The purpose and the point is to unite us. Okay, so we're together virtually thanks to Facebook, but this kind of helps think of this union in a broader perspective. So this works with your breath, right? So the inhale breath, we take that air in, and then the exhale is when the ohms sound, right? We'll take 3, and so what I'd like you to pay attention to is after that 3rd ohm, when the noise stops and the silence begins. So I'm going to give you just a few seconds. If there is any background noise going, like TV or, music is okay, low. But if you need to turn anything off, go ahead and do that right now. Okay. So to begin, we'll work on our posture. Make sure that your feet are flat on the floor. Sit up nice and tall in your chair, so feel like your upper body is lifting up out of the chair seat. Okay, even hug your shoulders up, pull your shoulders back, and then set your shoulders down. Feel a width across your collarbones, let's say your sternum, okay? Take the palms of the hands together and gently press those 2 hands together right at the center of your chest. And then I'll have you just kind of tilt your head one way and then tilt your head over to the other way. And bring your head right back to the center, okay? Almost as if your fingers are lined up with the bridge of your nose, okay? So a little pressure between your 2 hands. Tuck that chin down slightly. I'll invite you to close your eyes, or just kind of let your eyes half close and look down at a space on the floor. So to prepare, exhale. Go ahead and release that air from your lungs, and then take a big full inhale breath. And then relax the hands and open up the eyes. So understanding that our current situation has a lot of stress attached, okay? And I think it's getting tougher, it's getting harder for people since this is going on for a few weeks now, and it's going to continue for a few more. I know in our own personal household, it's definitely getting to each of us the amount of time that we're spending together, and our ability to manage that. So I want to begin with a meditation exercise today. This is a meditation by Deepak Chopra, and it's called Lightness of Being. Okay, so if this is something that you enjoy and you want to search that, Google that, because he walks you through this process a lot longer than what we'll take today, but it's really lovely. It's really lovely. And for those of you that might be new to yoga, meditation is a great way to decrease your stress level and increase your happiness, okay, which is really what we're all going for. So feel free to lean up against the back of your chair, to rest your back against the chair. Maintain your tall posture and just let your hands kind of rest on the center of the thighs, okay? Once again, let your chin tip slightly in toward the throat, and then just listen to my words. So once more, kind of half close your eyes if you're not comfortable closing completely, and find a spot to gaze at. You don't really need to see me or watch me for this, just listen to the sound of my voice. Or if preferred, close. Let those eyelids close. And let your eyelids feel very heavy, okay, like a blanket or a curtain is covering up the eyeball. Soften the skin around your eyes, okay? Soften the skin across your forehead. Relax your lower jaw. Maybe even swallow and let your tongue rest on the floor of your mouth. Okay. So sitting in this relaxed and comfortable position, notice now what the 5 senses are drawing in. Okay, this is called pratyahara in yoga, is managing your senses. So as you're sitting here, what is it that you still might see? Acknowledge that. What is it that you still hear? Excuse me. If there's anything that you smell, if there's a taste in your mouth, and of course how it feels to touch the floor and the chair, the air in the room. So acknowledging the senses and then letting them take a break. Okay, just putting them on pause. Let your awareness come around to the flow of your breath, just the natural flow of air as it moves in and out of your body. Bring your mind around to that air moving in and out of your nose. Bring your mind around to how clearly or not that air flows through. I myself am congested today. Bring your awareness to how quickly or slowly it feels like your breath is moving, the rate, and then the size, how much air comes in, how much air goes out. Okay. And we'll take the awareness from this breath, right? Keeping the awareness, I should say, on your breath, and letting whatever other thoughts play in the back of your mind. We're not trying to flip a switch. We're not stopping the thoughts from coming. We are simply choosing to be aware of this respiratory system, this simple flow of air moving in and out of your body. So the meditation exercise is a mantra-based exercise. So I will repeat the mantra and then ask you to repeat it in your own mind silently 3 times. So as you're sitting here, acknowledge that breath, acknowledge your body from the soles of your feet. Scan all the way up the legs, torso, arms, back, neck, head, up until the crown of the head. And repeat the phrase, I am a joyful, energetic body. A joyful, energetic body. 3 times in your mind, joyful, energetic body. Now move your awareness to your heart. Consider that heart space, and in your mind repeat the phrase, I am a loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. 3 times, loving, compassionate heart. Moving your awareness now to the third eye center, the space right between your eyebrows. Repeat the phrase, I am an alert, reflective mind. An alert, reflective mind. Repeat 3 times, I am an alert, reflective mind. And now letting your awareness expand to a sense of light, of energy that's within you, that expands beyond the body, beyond the cells, that expands beyond time and space. Consider this light and repeat in your mind, I am lightness of being. I am lightness of being. Repeat 3 times, lightness of being. Resting in this state of being, simply being. And now begin to return once again to your body awareness. Start to make some little movements, whether you wiggle your fingers or take your head side to side, whatever feels natural to you is just fine. Just start to move around slightly, and if the eyes are still closed, then just kind of gently blink the eyes until they come open, letting your eyes readjust to the light. Okay. And now we'll spend the rest of our practice getting our body moving, okay? So from here, scoot forward on your chair seat. So slide to the front edge of your chair seat. Notice those bones, acknowledge the 2 bones pressing down into your seat, and then sit tall, right? Lift your spine up from there. Hug those shoulders up, pull the shoulders down, and then set them back, okay? Again, nice width across the collarbones. In this position, pull your stomach in, that space below your belly button, just pull it in towards your spine. So you're already engaging a muscle, okay? The abs are tight, the core is strong. That's where we're working on strength from the core here today, all right? So let the arms just kind of hang loose for the time being. Keep a grip on that muscle. Take a big inhale breath and reach your arms up as wide as you can, okay? And then exhale breath, come on down. Take one leg, pick it up, and crunch it up towards your chest, keeping your posture tall, and then set that leg down. Try not to lose the grip that you've started on your lower abs. So inhale, reach nice and wide. Exhale, come on down. Take the other leg and squeeze it up, and then release, okay? So just go ahead and take a few of these, reaching out as far as you can, keeping that grip on your stomach, and adding that little extra crunch in on the end. That's it. Good job. A few more, a couple more at least. And if you don't need to help your leg up, you can always just let the arms come down and pick the leg up on your own using the abdominal muscles. Okay, one more time, each side. Expand, open, reach. And the other side. Okay, great. Go ahead and sit all the way down. So since you've scooted forward, there's space between you and the back of the chair, right? If you're in a chair without arms on it, then go ahead and turn your body to face the side, okay? If you have arms, just face forward. So sitting up nice and tall, pull that stomach in. We'll take a couple of boat poses here. So reach your arms forward, shoulder height. You can just look forward, pull that stomach in. Lean back and hold. Hold your torso right here. Keep pulling that stomach in. Lift your chest, relax through your neck, relax through your shoulders. Take a nice big inhale breath. And then exhale. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Hug those shoulders up, pull the shoulders back, and set the shoulders down. Reach your arms forward again. Pull that stomach in, lean back and hold. Nice big inhale breath here. Exhale, turn toward me. Inhale back to the center. And then exhale, come to a seated position. Good. Rotate the shoulders up, back and down. and repeat. We'll reach, pull the belly in, lean back and hold. If you'd like more of a challenge, you can even step your feet out a little farther. Exhale, turn toward me. Inhale, back to center, and then release. Sit up nice and tall. Okay, bring the feet back in if you stretched them out. Now we'll take a twist toward the back of the chair. Excuse me. So sit tall, start at that belly button again, come around to the back side of the chair, hang on to the back of the chair and help your torso, your shoulders come around. Maybe you can even turn your head to look over your shoulder. If you can't sit this way in the chair, just facing forward, the idea is that you'll take one hand to the outside of your knee, one hand to the chair, and turn the torso around, okay? So either way is just fine. Inhale and lift that spine, right? Connect with your sit bones, lift the chest, drop the shoulders. Exhale, squeeze just a little deeper. And then unwind again all the way back to your starting position, okay? So whether you were off to the side or sitting in the middle, either way, we're gonna change sides. So if you were off to the side, come over this way. And if you weren't, just stay facing forward, okay? Sit tall, belly's in nice and tight, reach those arms, lean back and hold. Nice big inhale breath. Try not to lift that chin too far, tuck the chin down, stay loose and relax through the shoulders, and then release, sit up nice and tall. Shoulders come up, pull back, set down. Again, reach, pull the belly in, lean back and hold, nice big inhale breath, full breath here. Exhale, turn toward me. Inhale back to the center. And then release, sit up nice and tall. Rotate the shoulders up, pull the shoulders back, set the shoulders down. One more time, reach, pull that stomach in, lean back and hold. Again, if you want to stretch those legs out a little strong or longer, that's fine. Exhale my way. Inhale back to center. And then release. Okay, sit up nice and tall. Now we'll take that twist again on this side. So get tall, start to rotate, rotate, rotate. Take one hand to the back of the chair, or both hands to the back of the chair, I should say. Rotating the torso around this way. Sit tall. Inhale, chest is up, shoulders low. If you're facing forward, it would look like this. Exhale, squeeze just a little deeper. And then unwind again back to the center. Okay, so once more, maintaining that tall posture. So you can turn back to the center of your chair now. So reach your right arm shoulder height. Okay, straight arm pointing forward, right? Extend your arm towards me. So reach your fingertips in my direction. Keep your shoulder down nice and low, and then lower down. Okay, other side. So lift up, reach forward, lower down. Okay, relax through the neck. Lift up, reach forward, lower down. Other side. Lift up, reach forward, and lower down. Okay, right arm up. Take the right arm with your other hand. Keep your arm long. Diagonal line across the body. Again, try not to hug that shoulder up, but lower it down. Loosen up through that shoulder. Reach your arm, nice long arm, maybe every fingertip even reaching over to the side, and then release. Okay, other side. Take that arm, diagonal line, right? Again, dropping that shoulder down, extending every fingertip. And then release, one more stretch for the shoulder. Take your left hand to the right shoulder. Just put a little weight there, okay? Little gentle pressure. Tip the head over in the opposite direction. That's it, lengthening out the side of the neck. Just a reminder to keep that shoulder down low so it doesn't start to sneak up. Okay, shoulder stays nice and low. And then head back to center, release that arm. Other side, hand to shoulder, tip ear towards opposite shoulder. And then release the head back to center, release that arm. Interlace your fingers, okay? Bring your hands in close to your chest. See if you're able to turn your palms forward and reach those arms just shoulder height, okay? So paying attention to the neck and the shoulders and deciding whether this is enough, Okay, if this is enough for you, just keep your arms in this position. If you're able to do a little more, pull that stomach in and extend those arms up to the ceiling. Okay, maybe the palms of the hands are moving toward the ceiling. Maybe your arms are in line with your ears, maybe not. Whatever you do, don't push it. Release the fingertips and let your arms come out nice and wide again. Okay, time to stand. All right, so go ahead and stand up, and then we'll go to the back side of your chair. So I'm gonna grab a sip of water really quick. Knowing that your chair is there for your support. Okay, so by all means, don't be shy about using it. So stand tall. We worked on that seated posture. Let's work on mountain pose. Push your feet down. Feet could be spread apart. Feet could be in close, okay? The closer your feet, the more challenging it is for your balance. Push those feet down into the floor and then lift your kneecaps up, okay? Hug those quadricep muscles together. Squeeze your legs like your two legs are becoming one strong pillar, okay? Pull that stomach in, that space right below the belly button, right? Lift the spine, lift the shoulders, pull the shoulders back, set them down, let your fingers stretch to the floor. Nice. Head centered, okay? Notice if the chin is sticking up or the head's cocked over to one side or the other. Try to center that head. Keep pushing the feet down, squeezing those legs together. Good. Great. Now Urdhva Hastasana. Simply, slowly reach the arms again overhead. Palms of the hands face each other. Every fingertip reaching up towards the floor. Ceiling. Feet push into the floor. Legs are tight. Belly's in. And let's take an inhale breath. Exhale, let those arms come down all the way. Okay, now chair pose. Bend your knees like you're sitting down, but you're not. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me just a little bit better. Bend the knees. Try not to stick your bottom that way, but keep your bottom in nice and tight. As a matter of fact, tailbone pushes down, belly button pulls up. Okay, and then choices for your arms could be out to the side. You might bring your arms shoulder height, or you might reach those arms overhead. So keep squeezing those legs together, right? Toes push down, center of the heel pushes down, squeeze, 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 legs in toward each other, and then inhale, reach. Exhale. Okay, one more time, bend and hold. Turn the belly button up. Okay, tailbone down. Squeeze those legs together. Arms could stay here. You could reach up. You could hang on to the chair if you need to. And then release. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come all the way down. Okay, great. Now, warrior two. Okay, step those feet wide. A nice amount of space between your 2 feet. Hang on to your chair if you need to. Turn the right toes out. 90 degrees, okay? So just as you did in mountain pose, push your feet down. Engage your quadriceps. Make them tight. Make them strong. Belly's in. Chest is up. Shoulders low. Arms out like a T. Bend your front leg, okay? Perk your knee over top of your ankle. You can take a peek and see what it's doing. If you can go lower, you can always adjust your back foot to get a little deeper. Eventually, we want this to look like a right angle. And then turn your head to gaze past the fingertips on that side. Breathe. Warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Let the arms relax. Straighten up the leg. Turn that foot forward. Okay, other side. So left toes point out to the side. Chest faces forward. Arms are extended. Feet are strong. Legs are strong. Bend that front leg. Nice deep bend in the front leg. Keep pulling up. Engage that strong straight leg. Okay, and then just turn to see what's past those fingertips on this side. Now acknowledge your right hand, even though you're not looking in that direction. Okay, stretch your fingertips in that direction. And then release the arms, release the legs, turn your foot forward, and take a big step together. Okay. Next one is warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. So I'm going to move my chair forward just a bit, and you'll step your right foot forward now and your left foot back. So you've got space this way. So if you look at your feet, the heel of your front foot, so if you drew an imaginary line, would be kind of lined up with the arch of your back foot. If this right here is a challenge to stand this way, put a little bit more width, put a little bit more space between your 2 feet. Hands to hips if you're okay with that. Now let's shift those hips around a little bit. So we want the hips to face forward. We don't want to be open through the upper body. Hips face forward. Imagine your hip bones like 2 headlights, okay, facing this direction. So let's reach and extend those arms overhead. 2 straight legs to begin. All right, now put a bend in that front leg. Okay, lunging into that front leg, but lifting up through that back leg. Put some energy there. Reach your fingertips up nice and tall. And then again, pull your belly button up. Drop your tailbone down, right? Releasing that lower back. Release the legs, release the arms, and then switch, okay? So once your feet are switched around, do a quick little check. Heel in line kind of with the instep of that back leg. Shift your hips around so that hips face forward, okay? Go ahead and reach the arms up. Again, pulling that stomach in helps with your balance there as well. And then bend your front leg. Dig it into the front leg. Lift, lift, lift through that back leg. That back leg's got to work just as much as the front leg. Belly buttons up. Tailbones down, fingertips extending toward the ceiling. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. And then release the arms, release the legs, big step together. Great. Okay, so this next one in the series is Warrior 3. So this is a balancing posture and a strengthening posture. I would recommend turning the seat of your chair towards you, to face you, okay? If you're able to do that. If not, you might have to move your phone to a position where you can still see me. I'm going to turn mine this way because then you can see what I'm doing here a lot better. Okay, so I'll show you what this looks like first, right? So starting where we just left off with Warrior 1. Okay, front leg is bent, back leg is straight. What we'll do is lean toward the chair. My left hand would be on the chair seat, right hand on the top of the chair back. And then as I shift my weight forward, I lift the back leg up. So 2 straight legs. Lifted leg is very straight and strong. And then just lower that leg down and stand all the way back up. Okay? So let's do that together. Same side. Plant your feet. Okay? Same position that we had just started out. Hips are forward, right? Let's take the hands to the hips to begin. Bend your front leg. Keep that back leg straight. Just kind of lean. So you should feel like you're really reaching for the top of the chair seat, okay? And then as you shift your weight into your front leg, as this leg straightens, your back leg just slowly lifts, okay? If you're able to extend your top arm, that's fine. If not, no big deal. So 2 straight legs. Imagine you've got a broomstick attached to each leg. Go ahead and release. And then come back up to center. All right, great. Switch. So first step is always to plant the feet. Okay, get your legs nice and tight. Hands to the hips. Hips face forward. Bend that front leg. Back leg stays straight, okay? Start to lean toward the chair. One hand on the seat, one hand on the top of the chair. Shift your weight forward. As you straighten that standing leg, your back leg just lifts up. Keep a strong lifted leg straight. And then go ahead and lower that side down. Slowly come back to Warrior 1, straighten up. Okay, and we'll do that one more time on this side as well. So bend. Maybe you can even push your chair a little farther away. Maybe not. You got to decide what's right for you. Shift, straighten, lift, and hold. Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. And then go ahead and release that top leg. Bring the torso up, straighten, and then step together. Okay? Perfect, perfect. Now keeping the chair seat towards you, Next posture is downward facing dog. Okay, so if you know that for some reason you should not take your head lower than your heart, then don't, okay? If you've ever been told that by a doctor, if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, glaucoma, if just for any reason that's not a good idea, you will keep your back flat, just like this, like the top of a table, okay? If you're able to take the head a little lower, step your feet back, feet are hip width apart, shift weight into your hips, and let your head hang between your two arms. So pushing the palms of your hands down into the chair seat, pushing the soles of your feet into the floor, lifting those kneecaps, letting your hips shift to the wall behind you. Feel length in your spine. See if you can really let that head go. Let that head really release and just hang between your two arms. Breathe. Make sure you notice if you're holding your breath or not. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And then slowly start to lift the head, walk up toward the chair seat and come back to standing. Okay, hug those shoulders up, pull the shoulders back, drop your shoulders down. So now we'll take a little twist, okay, a standing twist, and excuse me, I'll keep my chair in this position so that you can see me better. So the way this one works, it's kind of a fluid movement here. To begin, feet are hip width apart and they're solid, strong into the floor. Hug those kneecaps up so legs are tight, and then we get tall, right? From here, take your hands maybe to your hips, okay? And then just fold, start to hinge your upper body forward until hands get to the chair seat again, okay? If you have to keep your head level, go ahead and do that, right? If you're able to, keep engaging those leg muscles and just kind of drop the head down low. This is more like a forward bend here, Uttanasana. Come up halfway, so maybe we come back to that flat back, and then you will keep your left hand on the chair seat and bend your left leg. Right leg stays straight. Inhale, breath, open up your chest and reach that right hand up. Okay. Chest is wide open. Big inhale breath here. And then exhale, switch. Right hand down, right knee bends, left leg straightens. We inhale and reach. And then exhale, return. And switch. Keep switching back and forth. The hand on the chair is the leg that's bent. And keep just switching now, matching your breath to the length of your movement. Knowing that that hand that reaches up in the air, every fingertip, lifting, 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 energy through every single fingertip. Switch again. One more time, each side. And then once you've balanced out on both sides, go ahead and come back to standing, and then adjust your chair so that we're back to the starting setup where you can just sit facing forward, okay? So come to sit at the front edge of your chair seat again, right? And then extend both legs. So both legs are straight. The heels of the feet, the shoes are pushing down into the carpet. Toes are lifting up, okay? So your foot is flexed. That's another way to say it. Again, kind of move your legs in toward each other. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. It doesn't matter, but we're engaging those leg muscles, okay? They're working, they're active. So that's your lower body. Upper body is active also. We're lifting, we're reaching the spine in this direction, almost coming out of the chair, okay? Hug those shoulders up, pull them back, set them down, reach for the chair someplace. Wherever your hands rest is fine, okay? Inhale and squeeze a little tighter. Lift that chest just a little higher, right? And then loose grip on your chair seat, come forward. Just a slight little hinge. forward, good. Now, if this is tough, if you feel any tension in your neck or shoulders, tuck your chin down. Chin moves in toward the throat. Keep digging those heels down, pulling your toes back towards your head. Bottom stays firmly in the chair seat. Torso feels long. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. And then go ahead and release the torso, the arms. Bend your legs. Okay. Take some space between your feet. Right. Now, I'll show you options here too. Another forward fold. So just depending on where you're at, depends on what you'll do, okay, with your arms. So first thing is just to leave your hands on top of your knees. Again, lift your torso, get tall. Okay, pull your stomach in nice and tight. You could just hinge forward, right? Leave your hands right there. Okay, push your tailbone toward the chair seat. So really lengthen out through that lower back. If it's accessible, you could come down to your elbows. You can rest your elbows on top of your thighs, okay? If you're able to, so you might wanna watch it before you decide, you could release your hands and take your fingertips to the floor, right? Again, keeping the bottom stuck in the chair, but feeling as though your back is getting flatter here and that your spine is long, okay? If it's accessible and you have a similar style of chair, you could always see if you can reach for that rung that's at the bottom of the chair. If there's anything else, maybe the legs of the chair to hang on to if you can go any farther. This makes the head come down. Okay. So whichever version you decide is appropriate for you, we'll stay here for just another breath or two. Taking some solid, deep breaths in and out. Nice and slow. Neck is soft and relaxed. And then slowly just start to make your way all the way back up from whatever version of that you practice, and bring the legs in closer together, okay? Now again, let's take both legs forward. This time, it's up to you whether you just let your feet kind of relax, or you can, if you feel more stable, keep the heels down and the toes lifted, all right? Get tall, okay? This time, we're gonna take the hands to the top of the legs and just kind of slide down. So whatever version, again, of this you're comfortable with, you know, you need to be safe and make sure that you stay in the chair. Just kind of slide down, right? Now, we'll let the back curve, okay? We'll let that spine curve to eventually just let you rest and kind of fold in half. A nice natural fold. Maybe you can let that head feel heavy. Take a few more slow, deep breaths once again. And then start to lift the head, slowly start to release that posture. And let your legs bend, feet go flat once again. And then we're ready for Shavasana. So go ahead and scoot yourself to the chair back once more. Resting comfortably. So if you're brand new to yoga, this is our resting pose. This is corpse pose. And the purpose, I guess the goal is to not just help us to relax, but to almost recharge, okay, rejuvenate, as in you have to make sure that your battery life is good, right? We're always charging up all these devices that we're so dependent on now. Same idea is what this posture does, what these few moments do for you, and also helps us to seal in our practice and really let all the benefits that you just have received kind of simmer and settle into your body, your mind, your spirit. So just like we started, sitting with the feet, fairly flat. There's Mac making his appearance. So the dog's finally getting off the couch. He's been in Shavasana the whole time, actually. So it's our turn now, right? So again, take your head side to side, and then bring your head back to the center. Let that chin tuck slightly, and once more, either find the eyes kind of half closed, or let them close completely. As you're sitting here, take another big inhale breath through the nose. And open mouth exhale. Just sigh that air out nice and long. If you need to do that a few more times, feel free to do so. Eventually find yourself just returning to your normal, regular flow of air again, and then a quick scan of those 5 senses once more, whatever it is that you might currently hear, see, taste, smell, touch, acknowledging those senses, and then returning your full focus to the flow of air, that breath, the life force, okay, that flows through you. Letting other thoughts play in the background of your mind. You can't stop those thoughts. But choose that breath. Choose the awareness of the air. You'll be distracted, and that's okay. It's all right. Just gently redirect your attention and your awareness back to the breath. And now acknowledging that exhale, releasing the carbon dioxide, releasing and letting go of stress. With every exhale breath, remove stress. Release fear, overwhelm, confusion. Let it go. With every exhale breath. Now switching your awareness to the inhale, filling up with oxygen essential to your existence. Filling up and receiving all that is good along with that oxygen, all that's essential. Health, happiness, hope. Find gratitude on that inhale. Spend a moment consciously in gratitude for all that you've been blessed with. Fill up with love on that inhale breath. We are surrounded by love. Receive it. Whatever it is that you may need and you need to ask or request, do so now, trusting and knowing that it will be provided for you. Receive it. now moving beyond the breath, notice the stillness that you're experiencing. Become aware of stillness. And in this stillness, let there be light. Let there be peace. It's there, it's within you, waiting for your attention and your acknowledgement. Rest in the space of peace. That peace is within you, always waiting for your attention, and you can always return to it. Now begin to return to your body awareness and start to make some little movements, okay? Whatever feels natural to you is just fine. Just start to move around a little bit. And then eventually, if the eyes are still closed, find those eyes opening. And then we'll end with the palms of the hands together at the center of your heart. Once more, sit up nice and tall. I want to thank you for taking the time to take such good care of yourself. And please continue with your yoga practice, whether it's with me or anybody else. Continue to take care of yourself, because that's how we take care of everybody else and how we find health and peace, right, in our world. So the light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks again. Every Tuesday I'll be doing these 11 a.m. and they're recorded, so if you can't make it, but you can watch it later, that's great. Okay, take care, you guys.